What's going on, everyone? Corey Fullermere Car Guy here. Welcome again to my shop. And today I just wanted to do a little experiment video, but nothing crazy. But anyways, I just heard that a lot of people ask on Google, how do fuel filters work? So that is the reason why I wanted to make this video. So anyways, let's just get right into it. The fuel filters keep fuel running smoothly to your engine. It's a critical part of the system because today's fuel injectors have close-fitting parts that are easily clogged by dirt and grit. Instead of creating a fine spray of fuel that burns quickly, they start to produce a stream that doesn't completely ignite. So let's just start with this one, which is our John Deere Z375R Zero Turn we've had since 2018. John Deere Zero Turns like this uses the fuel filter like this. John Deere uses that same style right there. Same thing on our John Deere 115 mower. This one's actually a 2006 model just because it's 18 years old. I just changed the fuel filter on it 4 years ago and she's still running strong. And it does use the same style fuel filter right there. Especially if you have one of these home maintenance kits like this one over here from John Deere. And it says this one will fit on the L108, 115, LA105, LA110, LA115, and Z225. The only things are included in your home maintenance kit are the fuel filter, oil filter, motor oil, spark plugs, and air filter. They're both included in your home maintenance kit. So next we'll move on to this one, which is my 1983 K car that I've had since August 2019. Over here, this one's a 2.2 liter engine, but the Chrysler uses the type style fuel filters for a 2.2 liter carbureted 4-cylinder engines, where you have to use the pliers to loosen up the hose clamps and move them away from the filter. Twist and pull the filter down there, and the filter should slide right off of it with absolutely no problem. And then just reattach the hoses to the new filter, making sure the arrow on the filter is pointing in the right direction. See these fuel lines over here? You can actually see, just follow them right there. It's actually connected to the mechanical fuel pump. So that mechanical fuel pump over here has to pump fuel from the gas tank. Fuel pump pumps fuel right through the fuel lines, through the filter, and then out toward your engine's carburetor right there. So for a 93 to 96 Cadillac Fleetwood models, especially the Fleetwood Brougham models, but the fuel filters are usually located right under the rear passenger side right here, the rear right passenger side there. So my car over here has 165,000 kilometers on it, but and she's still running good, as long as you take good care of your vehicle properly. But so again, this has got the fuel filters over here. They're usually located on the rear passenger side, where you have to use these two tabs over here, where you have to use your two fingers to squeeze on these two tabs, one on each side, one over here, and one right there. And then you have to use a wrench to loosen up this bolt for that fuel filter bracket. So the fuel filter is like this one from Wix. The part number is 33484. These ones, I believe they're designed for a Buick Roadmaster, Chevrolet Caprice, Impala SS, and the Oldsmobile Custom Cruiser station wagon. These ones are only designed for a D-body platform rear-wheel drive GM cars. So the fuel flow over here, mine over here, has to go right from the gas tank through the filter out into the engine. In my case, mine is throttle body, so you know that. And also, I just heard that a lot of people ask, so why are you changing the filter on a 1993 Cadillac Fleetwood if the car's running fine, has only 165,000 kilometers on it? But this car is only 31 years old. But I always take good care of my vehicles by maintaining them properly, and they would last longer. So right now I'm going to do a little experiment over here. But I just got a bottle of gasoline over here, and then I got my funnel with the suction hose attached to the fuel filter. So this is actually the Baldwin fuel filter that I took out of my 93 Cadillac Fleetwood afterwards. And then I'm going to drop this fuel filter right in there so you can see the fuel dripping down there. We'll see how it works. But don't try this at home because gasoline is extremely flammable and the vapors are explosive. Okay, so I got my funnel attached to that little hose over here. So I'm going to connect my fuel filter to this little thing over here with the fuel flow facing left, right there. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to try my best to pour some gas down there at the same time, and you should see the fuel flowing. All right, 1, 2, 3. as it flows down, take a look at this. See all that fuel? I'm going to do it one more time. See all that fuel collecting a lot of dirt there? As expected. That's exactly how a dirty fuel filter can reduce fuel flow. Imagine how hard the fuel pump has to work to force fuel through this. I mean, look at that difference. All right, let's do that again one more time here. So I had to switch another can so you can see gas drip down there. As I pour this, gas should go down there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and it's coming down. Watch all that fuel coming down there. See that? I think that fuel filter doesn't look as bad, but that is definitely a good thing I changed it out before it can overload my fuel pump and then just take out my fuel pump, you know. And it can also give me poor performance from my engine and poor gas mileage. So that is definitely not what you want. So see all that dirty fuel that was in there? That's supposed to be clear gasoline right there. Okay, so that was a really good experiment, but again, don't ever try this at home because this is not a joke. And also one more thing I forgot to mention, with a clogged fuel filter, you can actually get decreased fuel economy if you have a bad tank of gas or something like that, and it can cause your vehicle to idle rough or stall out or not start at all. But don't try to do any service work yourself unless you're qualified. Your auto repair shops or any other GM, Ford, Honda, Toyota, Volkswagen, Lexus, Chrysler, or something like that, dealerships have qualified technicians ready to do any work required on your vehicle. Okay, so I think that's about it then. So next I'm going to discuss all the different types of fuel filters that vehicle manufacturers use. I believe the 70s or 80s to now. So I think in the 70s or the early 80s or something like that, the vehicle manufacturers use the carburetor fuel filters like this one, like the Chevrolet, the one from a 350 small block Chevrolet carburetor, and also a plastic fuel filter, the one that you can see through that filter media there, and also another fuel filter right over here, and also a bigger GM style fuel filter with the flare nut style, where you can actually use a flare nut wrench to remove that. So, but the newer vehicles today, like I believe 2012 to today, 2024, they don't have the replaceable fuel filters. They have lifetime fuel filters in them. So that means they don't need it changing. So that's it. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, definitely consider subscribing to this channel because I've got a lot more stuff coming up, like car reviews, projects, and many more. And also click on the bell on the right if you want to get notified of new uploads. There's always a lot more where it came from. Take care, guys.